12 skills that are of high demand in 2022. If you are wondering, what should I do? What are those skill sets I will develop in this year to make it count? This video is for you. Hey folks, welcome to CSKSpeaks. In today's video, we're talking about 12 high-demand skills that are a must-have in the year 2022. Colleges, schools, and education institutions are back in the physical world. Many students who are coming out, graduating out of colleges and universities are asking this question. All right, is that pandemic period over? What are the skill sets I need to have for the future? Because the world has split into pre-pandemic and post-pandemic world. So what are those skills which will count in the post-pandemic world? And here are a list of 12 skills which I can present to you so that you can polish them and include them in your armory, in your offering to the world. Because these are the skills that will be counted as we progress further in the post-pandemic world. So without much delay, let's get started with skill number one. Skill number one is a no-brainer: public speaking. Public speaking is here to stay and is here to grow because communication is very, very important. We all know this. Go back in time in the pandemic world when we were connecting with people on internet. What was the one thing which was important after your Wi-Fi connection? Is ability to communicate, is ability to make them explain exactly what you mean. And that's where communication becomes important. Normally, public speaking is often misunderstood as people standing on a stage and addressing a gathering. No, public speaking, in my opinion, is simply an ability to express your views and ideas in a very, very simplistic but a very, very effective manner. So public speaking skills, you please can enjoy learning. There are many ways to hone this particular skill. Number one, go and take these online courses which are available on the internet, from Udemy to all those places where you can get. Even I offer some courses on public speaking. You can check them out. But more importantly, you want practice, then go to Toastmasters. Toastmasters is an organization where people across the world in 150 countries come together in a form of club. They join clubs, they practice public speaking, they get feedback, they become better, and they go back to their corporates or companies or offices or even homes and institutions and then use those newly acquired skills. But public speaking is a very important skill to have. Skill number two is copywriting. After speaking comes writing. Yes, and today the whole economy is buzzing with content. Content creation is very important, and I have hired at least 3 copywriters to write my content, whether it is about reports or whether it is about blogs or whether it is about a description for this video. Many people can write and display their skills. So copywriting is a fantastic skill to acquire. You can be good at writing in English or in any other regional languages, but that is a great skill to have. So please acquire that, and if you are interested in writing, that is the next thing you should be acquiring right away. Third is Excel knowledge. Yes, you have all heard of the Office suite from the Microsoft. In that, among the Word and the PowerPoint and other things, Excel is evergreen. Excel is helpful in crunching data, in understanding and reading the analytics behind decision making. So if you are a numbers person, bring in Excel to your toolkit. There are a lot of ways you can learn. There are shortcuts which you can use in Excel and become a master at it, but Excel knowledge is very important. And I will say, for everyone who works in this 21st century knowledge economy, basic Excel to advanced Excel skills are a must-have so that we can make decisions and also count data on our fingertips. Fourth is web development. Yes, we are talking about Web 3.0 and other things, but Web 2.0 is still not outdated. So you can be there, enhance your skills on website building and all those do-it-yourself kind of opportunities. But web development is here to stay, and it is here to take new avatars with Web 3.0. So if you have a technical bent of mind, if you have a 21st century mindset, then get into web development, and it's a must have. And believe you me, it is not difficult. People can make that transition very smoothly. I know of many people of my age and my generation who are experts in web development within a matter of 6 months. So 6 months is not a big time when you look at life in totality, but take it and run with it. Next is meta ads. You talk about Facebook or WhatsApp or any other Instagram. Meta ads and ad management on this meta platform is here to stay. Many of my companies, many of my corporates, many of my friends who run their companies have shifted from the traditional marketing channels to this advertisement method. And who they need? The most important person is the person who is well versed with scheduling these ads and targeting the right audience. So enjoying that platform and acing that platform is a must-have skill. So meta ads is another platform which you should explore. Next is coding. Coding. We all know about coding. In fact, people have started to teach coding at schools. We have included a coding curriculum in our schools, but coding is a must-have skill. If you're past the school-going age or a college age, don't get disheartened. You can learn coding online almost free of cost. And if you can understand that and crack the code, you have actually rewritten a program of a better life for yourself. So coding is a must-have skill. Then you have SEOs, the search engine optimization, and Google Analytics. Google, almost a monopoly. Google is almost a synonym for searching online. Google AdWords and search engine optimization is another important skill which you can acquire. And these skills, whatever I have listed so far, are skills which unfortunately are not taught in colleges and schools. But you can acquire them with the benefit of the internet, with the benefit of the mouse and the keyboard and the click from the comfort of your homes. So this is another important skill you should have. Next is app development. Skill number 8 is app development. Developing apps. You may use an Android phone or an iPhone or any other operating system, but developing apps and keeping them on the App Store is a must-have. Everybody is coming up with their apps. We, for our kindergarten school, we have an app of our own. So I'm trying to give you an example from my daily life. We need developers who can create simple, effective, time-saving apps, and you can do that. As little as even a 10 rupee per download can give you millions, and that's possible. History is proof to that. But it's not just about the money, it's about the problem you're solving. It's about the new thing which you can bring into the market. So app development is another important skill you can develop. Next is the user experience design. Everything is a user experience design, not just in technology, where in tech you talk about UX design. No, even how do you give that experience to a person who enters a store, a person who enters a supermarket, a person who enters a temple. All these things are being designed. UX design is a new skill. Just for technology, yes, it is UI and UX, but when you learn UX in totality, you understand how can you handle the user experience in a mall, in a multiplex. So that designing, that skill set is very important, and that's a new economy or a new generation gig, as you call it. Then you have social media marketing. Every institution, every company now has a dedicated social media wing. And the good news is 99% of the times, this is an outsourced department, which means you can build a social media team from the comfort of your virtual world, which is your friend may be in another city, another country, but you all can collaborate and pitch to a corporate to become their social media wing. And that's how you can do it. In fact, as a matter of fact, in Hyderabad, I was just reading the other day, one of the famous politicians who's not even in power is the richest spender on social media marketing. And when I say richest spender, it is not to the tune of some lakhs or some hundreds of lakhs, it is hundreds of crores. But that means he's spending that much money on a yearly basis on his social media marketing. And that was a well documented fact. So why am I saying that? Is there is tremendous scope. There is tremendous scope if you acquire these skill sets. Next is Photoshop. Photoshop, designing, graphics, these are very, very important. So you can acquire that very easily, very, very comfortably, and you can make a lot of impact. Not just money, a lot of impact, because design language is the language which we all see and understand today in the world. So that's the other skill. Last, the skill number 12, which you should acquire, is project management skill. Project management is a domain in itself because you have a lot of moving parts. If you can manage these moving parts and then bring them together, converge and get the result, you are a much needed resource for many companies. So project management skills is another important skill which you should explore. So these are the 12 skills. Go for it and enjoy. If you liked any particular skill and if you want to explore any particular skill, you can write to me and I'll be more than happy to help you with pointing you to the right direction. If you are good at content writing, if you are good at social media marketing, if you are good at Photoshop, you can reach out to me because I am building a social media hub in Hyderabad and we can have you part of that team. You may be anywhere, but you can be a part of the social media hub for these educational institutions and you can contribute wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching this particular video.